What's up, board game people? We have one more title to look at before spooky season is declared at an end and the jolly red maggot pukes holiday cheer all over the land. Destinies is back on crowdfunding, this time on Gamefound, to bring us Destinies, the Witchwood expansion. Can they really make a good thing even better? We're gonna find out. I don't get any money from creators or publishers for making my videos. Long ago, a pact was made with the dwellers of the wood. By the rules of this agreement, men must keep to their villages and paths, scattered throughout the vast forest like embers of light. What lies beyond belongs to other, older masters, creatures of ancient magics, who look unkindly upon trespassers. Despite this pact, daring souls explore the woodland labyrinth, in search of treasure, adventure, and secrets. Destinies Witchwood is a 1 to 3 player expansion for the critically acclaimed Destinies game series that came out in 2021. This campaign offers the Witchwood expansion, all previously released content, and a big box storage solution for everything Destinies. They're also introducing 2 different modules, the character traits and the adversity modules. These modules will modify any Destiny scenario, so they're backwards compatible with everything in the initial release and with the Witchwood expansion. Destinies is a competitive, narrative-driven adventure game in which you'll explore the land with the aim of fulfilling your hero's destiny. The game is app-supported, leaving no need for a GM on this journey. Each character has multiple paths to their destinies, but only one will twist fate and the world towards theirs. Choices are meaningful, and the app brings the world to life with scan-and-play features that allow you to scan cards, and the app presents dynamic events to truly make your journey one of a kind. This game is played through a number of scenarios, each with their own dark stories and mysteries to solve. In Witchwood, players will find scraps of map, discover new secrets, and forage for information to allow them to piece together safe passage through the labyrinth. The forest is a maze and will protect its secrets and creatures at all costs. The Adversity module adds new gameplay to any Destiny scenario, new or old. At the start of a scenario, a Providence card will be randomly drawn and set the scene and offer rewards to the hardiest of adventurers. Each day of the adventure will bring a new adversity card with challenges and hardships that players must overcome during their travels. The Character Traits module can also be used with any Destinies game or expansion. At the beginning of the adventure, each player will choose one of 3 drawn character traits. Some traits will be a trade-off in one ability for a boon in another. Some will have limited uses. Others may reward specific actions. There are 30 trait cards in all. They're also offering their new Destinies Community Editor up for use. This editor will allow anyone to make new content using any of the Destinies expansions and make that content available to the community. Alright then, let's look at the pledge levels. Right out of the box, for €39, we get the Witchwood pledge that offers the Destinies Witchwood expansion and All That Glitters scenario pack. Next, at €54, you get the Witchwood new gameplay pledge, giving you the Witchwood expansion, All That Glitters, the Adversity module, and the Character Traits module. At €99, you get the Deluxe Destiny Storage pledge. This pledge comes with a savings of €30 and gives you all the new content pre-packed inside the new Deluxe Destiny storage box. Finally, at €219, new players can get themselves the Destinies Mega Bundle pledge, with a more than €50 discount and granting you the Deluxe Destinies storage box, the Destinies core game, Bound by Fate expansion, the Myth and Folklore expansion, the Sea of Sands expansion, the Witchwood expansion, the Metal Experience tokens, Deluxe Point of Interest flags, All That Glitters, and the metal coins. There are even more options available in the add-ons section. For €8, you get the Adversity module. For €7, you can grab the Character Traits module. The Deluxe Storage box on its own will cost €45. Deluxe Metal Experience tokens run €12. Deluxe Point of Interest flags are €18. €50 will get you the Destinies base game. €30 buys the Sea of Sand expansion. €25 will get you the Myth and Folklore expansion. The Bound by Fate expansion costs €18. Metal coins run another 18. A large stitched neoprene world map runs €18, and neoprene player mats will set you back another €18. Thus far, the campaign does not offer any stretch goals or daily rewards. Shipping is always fun, so let's take a look. They hope to be shipping out in August of 2023. Shipping prices are very reasonable in the US and Europe. VAT and taxes are also included in the price. Shipping will be charged in the Pledge Manager. All pledges can be refunded up to the completion of the Pledge Manager. Any refunds asked for 60 days after the campaign will lose 10% for the fees that were already paid. So let's talk shop. First off, I haven't played enough of Destinies to give a full review, but I will say my experience with it has been enjoyable enough to make this a no-brainer to back. There are quite a few great reasons to back this campaign for returning fans of the series. That storage box is the first thing that jumps out to me. Currently, Destinies takes up a Calyx cube to store. I'm pretty sure that this new expansion and the 2 module packs are not going to squeeze into that cube. With the storage box, everything is in one box and ready to go. Next, there isn't much mixing between the various expansions. You have much of the necessary components in the core box, then you just open the expansion box to pull things from. The problem with this is that there are 2 boxes sitting out taking up space, and waiting for my cats to create chaos as well. With the storage box, everything is nice and organized, and you need to pull only one single tray to play. That may not always be the case, but I can imagine the trays are much easier to work with than the boxes. Witchwood seems to be the most theme-rich expansion yet. The Slavic tones are evident throughout, and the clever use of the labyrinth as an explanation for why the map unfolds as it does really helps keep the suspension of disbelief going. I love that you'll be collecting information to find your way through the labyrinth, and even going down a wrong path may still lead to a great adventure and reward. The miniatures look fantastic. They really upped their game with the Dark Quarter, and it seems that Destinies is benefiting from those lessons learned. One quick note on the minis, I believe they're 12 or 15mm scale. These are smaller than they appear. So while they look spectacular, they will lose a little detail when they're shrunk down, and some of the detail will be hard to see. Small minis just fit the bill here though. The map tiles are smaller, and having a 35mm mini would not be appreciated. I also love the point of interest markers, and I would highly recommend them to anyone looking to deluxify. The sculpt is solid, and they really will help draw attention to all the available POIs on the map. The modules, I hope, are going to make a huge difference in play. They will add many new layers to the game, and absolutely will see me replaying scenarios I've already finished just to see how they help or hinder and to allow myself different choices. These are another no-brainer in my book. Cost here is great no matter what you're pledging for. The expansion alone is absolutely worth the €39, but that also may end up being the retail price. The good thing about the pledges is as soon as you move up, so does the value. The discounts for returning backers are there. We don't always see that being the case with many new reprints and expansions. The storage box pledge is absolutely a great deal. It comes with everything new in the campaign and a more compact place to store it. Of course, the best deal here is for the new backers that simply want it all. That all-in price is a great deal, and I'd only expect to see something like that in crowdfunding. They make a pretty convincing argument to get that if you're new and can swing it. My biggest gripe with the entire series and the app is that they've not released a co-op mode. This game can absolutely be played as such, but I'd like to see it as an officially supported mode, and I don't think this would be a terribly big endeavor for them to do so. I'll take this moment to remind everyone that you must have the Destiny core game to play Witchwood. It's not standalone. Anywhere you enter this game, you'll find yourself having hours of interesting, dark, and mysterious adventures. If you only want the core and an expansion, I'd venture to say your best bet is Destinies and the Witchwood expansion. The other expansions are great, but this one looks to be on another level. If you're a fan of narrative games that offer light competition, the chance for some interactive puzzle solving, and dark twisted tales, then Destinies is probably a great game for you. If you don't like heavier subject matter, or can't be bothered to pay attention to the narrative in a game, this likely should be a pass for you. Lastly, if you're on the fence about the lack of true co-op, you can always play in a non-competitive way and still enjoy the full experience. I love seeing great games expanded upon. I tend to play games thoroughly all the way through, and if there doesn't seem to be any support for the game anymore, they'll likely be sold to make room for new adventures. So seeing them loop back to Destinies in such a spectacular fashion gives me hope for many of their other excellent games. For me, Destinies is an easy all-in with the price as low as it is and the reasonable shipping. Let me know about your experience in Destiny in the comments. I'll be back soon with the weekly news video and many more videos to follow. Please consider subscribing so you don't miss anything. Thank you to everyone who watches and comments. If you want to talk board games, please join us on our Discord linked in the video description. Thanks again, and keep celebrating the season. Hold that jolly tot at bay as long as you can, and viva la spooky season!